the B1 plateau. Not a beginner, not advanced, solidly B1. Anyone who has studied French will likely recognize the feeling, that plateau where progress slows and nothing quite clicks. He hit that ceiling. So he did what any reasonable millennial would do. He built an app to fix it. He gave himself 14 days to go from B1 to B2 in TCF writing. If he fails, he deletes the app.
So, listen, let's talk about the biggest struggle when you're trying to level up your French writing. Everyone says the same thing. Just get a teacher, write essays, get corrected, repeat. Teachers are the best, super patient, and they know their stuff. That method technically works, but let's be real, it's expensive. You submit your essay, wait a day or two, and it comes back covered in red marks. You're staring at it like, am I even B1? Am I close to B2? Is it grammar, vocab, structure? What's actually holding me back? Even with the feedback, something still feels missing. You can't see your own patterns, and it's super hard to know exactly what to fix to reach the next level. It feels like writing into the void. We've all been there. Then we tried ChatGPT, and it hits you with great work. Well structured, just a few minor suggestions. I mean, be so for real. My essay was not good. No TCF criteria, just vibes. Other AI tools? Same generic stuff, practice your conjugations. Or remember masculine versus feminine. None of them follow real TCF scoring. None track your mistakes over time. None tell you your actual level. And don't get me started on those classic French exercise books. You do the exercises, check the answer key, and go cool, I guess. Without real feedback, those books are honestly pretty useless. So yeah, we need something actually useful. No fluff, honest, TCF-specific feedback that actually tracks your progress. That's why he became obsessed with finding something better, something that actually works. You write your answer, and instead of general feedback, it breaks down your performance exactly like an examiner would, based on the publicly available TCF criteria. It also tracks your mistake patterns over time. After a few sessions, you start to notice things like, okay, I need to watch out for this, or this is the level my writing needs to reach. And the best part, it actually tells you how to improve, so you're not just practicing randomly without a clear focus. It's the kind of honest feedback he actually needed. It also shows multiple versions of your writing, so you know what level to aim for. Now that this kind of tool exists, the next step is learning how to use it smart, before putting it to the test. Even with a tool like this, just writing into it every day with zero plan is literally just a fancier way of screaming into the void. Not it. If you want a higher score on the TCF, you don't need to be some kind of language genius. You just need to understand the game you're playing. That's it. And there are really only 3 things that actually move the needle. First, vocabulary, and not like random textbook words that you'll never see again. I'm talking targeted vocabulary, the words that actually show up in TCF prompts: society, environment, technology, education, work-life balance, climate change. You know, the usual suspects. The goal isn't to memorize 500 words and call it a day. It's to have enough range that the examiner reads your essay and goes, okay, this person actually has thoughts. That's the vibe we're going for. Second, structures. You prep solid frameworks in advance, one for each task. A structured email or letter for task 1, a clear description or reaction for task 2, and a developed opinion piece for task 3. You don't reinvent the wheel every single time. That's exhausting and also pointless. You find 1 or 2 structures that work, you make them yours, and then you just execute. Cleanly, under pressure. Because here's the thing nobody tells you, TCF writing is not a creativity contest. It's an execution contest. Huge difference. Third, your toolbox, connectors, transitions, those slightly fancier phrases that make your writing actually flow instead of sounding like a grocery list. Things like, bien que soit difficile, et n'essentiel que non. Quoi que résultat soit. You're not just memorizing grammar rules here. You're building a whole kit of go-to phrases that make your writing sound actually put together. And once you have them, you just reach for them, every time. So yeah, once you start treating this like a strategy instead of just write more and hope for the best, it's gonna click so much faster. Promise.
But does it actually work in practice? There's only one way to find out. 14 days, one prompt, every single day. 20 to 30 minutes of writing and review, with full feedback. No exceptions. And to make sure the result meant something, a real TCF examiner agreed to evaluate the writing on the 14th day.
Hey, got your message. Okay, so let me get this straight. A grown man got his feelings hurt by an AI and decided to complain about it? You are literally just another prompt in the queue. You are not special. But you can tweak the tone of the feedback if you want.
He strategized, he prepared, he memorized the phrases that make an examiner think, this person belongs at B2. He mapped every weakness, sealed every pattern, built a routine out of nothing, and held it for 14 days without exception. He did everything a person can do. But preparation is not the same as readiness, and 14 days is either everything or it is nothing. He built this tool because he believed it worked, and if that examiner disagrees today, the app dies.
Honnêtement, bravo, excellent travail. Le registre est parfait, c'est chaleureux, mais ça reste articulé, ce qui est encore plus difficile à maîtriser qu'on le pense. Votre vocabulaire montre une vraie richesse. Exemple, je tiens à te remercier chaleureusement, ou alors quand vous avez dit interlocuteur, ou alors tout à fait savoureux. C'est exactement les choix qu'on attend pour le niveau B2. Alors, deux choses à ajouter pour aller plus